Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Y'all know what the vibes is. Y'all tuned into the Linc Up featuring the lovely Symone Stanley, the bully himself, Lord Brunson, your boy Tone DeShields II from Chalk It Up Sports. Where no matter if we win or if we lose, we just got to charge it to the game. Y'all know the vibes, y'all know the energy, y'all know where our bodies be. Make sure y'all smash that like button. Make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. This channel don't grow, the movement don't grow, the overall vibes, the energy, the live chat, none of it grows without you guys being active and hands-on and exercising your power as the consumer. You feel what I'm saying? So make sure you guys stay locked in. Make sure you guys are continuing to support the channel, supporting us on our own individual endeavors as well. Make sure you guys subscribe to Symone with the Sports. Follow her on Twitter and all the socials and on YouTube. Like him, my man Lord Brunson. Y'all know what he doing, man. The antagonizer.
Yes, sir.
And make sure you guys like it with me. Twitter, and make sure y'all like it on Chalk It Up Sports, man. It means a lot, goes a long way. So, man, we got a lot of things to get into, y'all. The media sphere has been popping in so many different directions, so many different angles to attack it from. But before we get into the talks, how y'all feeling? Symone, let's start with you.
I'm feeling good. It's a new day. It's a new dawn. Yeah, just get my day going. You know, my day start around now.
I start early, man. Like homeboy with that rubbed the banana on his face.
Like my man Ashton Hall, you start early?
I start early like Ashton Hall, man. I've been up since 3 a.m. world champion style. I feel good though. I feel really, really good. It's sunny out here where I'm at, and we won the Super Bowl. And you want to know what's crazy, yo? It really just dawned on me. Probably about a week ago that Jalen Hurts has sat out here and won Super Bowl MVP.
So I've been
feeling good. It's been a great what is it, spring? Early spring?
Yeah, spring.
It's just been good, man. It's just good vibes. I mean, great, beautiful cast. I'm on a Linc Up.
No, I dig it. I mean, Super Bowl champion, Super Bowl MVP. I mean,
music came out last Friday. It's just up.
I've been locked in. I've been locked in with that project too, bro. My favorite song right now got to be IT Specialist, bro.
IT Specialist, I like that. That's the one with Jalen Hurts in the beginning on that little interview.
Is it?
You got to listen close. There was like you talk about the deep ball. He'd be like, it's the first time I heard that. You got to listen.
I didn't even peep that, bro. I ain't gonna.
When did this drop?
One of my projects. Yeah, on the 21st. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I got to tap in. I need some Instagram captions.
No. Listen, he said, I got gold. He said, I get the gold medal flips like Sonny Lee. What you say? That shit was,
bro.
I don't even know.
No, listen, I'm gonna be honest. I'm listening to it.
IT Specialist, yeah,
bro.
I might do a video for IT Specialist, man.
No, I'm listening to it, and I'm like, yo, he really talking because like,
and I don't even know Tone. I don't even know how some of these titles come about, bro. It just be how it just called IT Specialist, man.
Bro, all I know is
because I'm plugged in. But other people plugged in.
Plugging other folks in.
You feel me? I'm plugged in. I'm tapped in. I got connection. Wi-Fi signals up. You feel me? Wi-Fi lit, man. Go ahead, Symone. Go tap into that. Tap into that.
He said like Sonny Lee. I got gold medals from the flips.
That's real. Go tap into that street music. Some street music. You know what I mean? When I was a young whippersnapper.
I'm just saying.
I love street music.
Yeah.
No, he talking on there. He talking, and the thing is, like, it's a lot of guys that can rap, right? But I think what makes somebody nice is, and I learned this from Punch. He the manager of Rotimi. Y'all know who Rotimi is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He said like there's a difference between being a better rapper or the best rapper and this being the nicest rapper. He said the best is kind of like just that feeling, like that, that vibe, right?
Right.
He said nice is like just that pure lyrical ability. Just how many different ways can you
say the same thing?
They said the same thing. Can you say something that I've heard many times, but in a different way? And I think you're doing a lot of that on that project, at least for me, right? I listen to a lot of hip hop, bro. Like, I mean, Beanie Siegel, Jadakiss, Griselda, Benny the Butcher, Kendrick Lamar, like Dre, like my hip hop palette is so vast, like DMX, Rakim, J. Cole,
Young Thug.
and I'm say it again.
Young Thug.
I love Thug.
No, I love Thug.
I love
Thug.
I ain't
I
gonna
was about
hold
to
you.
say because you was going down a long list and I ain't hear Thugger.
Well, I mean, I'm from Philly, so like my palate is a little bit pre-circuited, but I can't deny Atlanta Impact. Like I personally somebody who I think don't get enough credit for their lyrical ability, but don't get enough respect. Ludacris. Ludacris is
Luda different.
Luda's different for real.
If
you know what I'm
if you
saying?
look at what Luda doing now, like collabs with JID and some of them dudes, Luda on the joint with JID and Conway. Like Luda still really could rap.
Exactly. So yeah, man. Like LB, you on your bag on that joint. Make sure you guys go check out the project, man. Our Broken Crayon Still Colors.
Yes,
Fred the Godson, Freddie Gibbs, all them, bro. I love it. So before we get into our fun topics, we obviously got to take care of housekeeping. We got to make sure we give our people their Eagles fix, give them the most recent updates.
Before they start cussing us out in the chat. What did I stream into?
Oh, man. Listen, y'all, we're going to have some fun with this, so make sure y'all lock in. The bottom line is, though, y'all going to get your Eagles fix. Don't worry. We're going to cover all the most recent Eagles news. Ain't been much of it, but we're going to cover it nonetheless. So let's get into it. The Philadelphia Eagles, they decided to bring back former offensive lineman Matt Pryor. Now, Matt Pryor is a former Eagles 206 overall pick, drafted in the 6th round in the 2018 NFL draft. He was a part of that Dallas Goedert, Devontae Maddox, Josh Sweat draft class. Matt Pryor is 6'7", 332 pounds. He's now 30 years old, 7-year pro, spent his first 3 years in Philly from 2018 to 2020 before being traded to the Colts, where he spent 2 seasons in 2021 to 2022, and he spent 1 season with the Niners in 2023 as a backup, and he spent last season, 2024, with the Chicago Bears, where he played a career high in games and snaps. Started 15 to 17 games with the Chicago Bears, logged in over 1,000 offensive snaps, 895 snaps at right guard, 59 snaps at right tackle, 49 at left guard, 1 snap at left tackle. He's kind of just been a guy who's just moved up and down the offensive line, making a name for himself and just continuing to earn an NFL check. And just over his career, he's played, again, significant snaps at every position except center. Throughout his entire career, he's played 427 snaps at left tackle, 107 snaps at left guard, over 1,500 snaps at right guard, and over 700 snaps at right tackle. So this guy literally is versatile. This guy fits right into what Jeff Stoutland does and what he expects from his offensive lineman. This also adds on to them bringing in Kendall Lamb, the veteran from the Miami Dolphins and the Houston Texans as well. So Kendall Lamb is more of a traditional tackle, whereas though Matt Pryor can swing inside as well and play most of his time at right guard. So what's your thoughts on the Philadelphia Eagles continuing to add to this offensive line? Because even their top 30 visits consist of primarily offensive linemen.
We're going to run the ball. You know what I'm saying? We gonna physically impose our will. We ain't about to do nothing different than what just led to a Super Bowl. We gonna show everybody once again that we bigger, we stronger. We gonna push. We're gonna run with Saquon Barkley. Then when you load that box, a Super Bowl MVP gonna take your top off. It's as simple as that. We don't gotta complicate this. We don't got. We in a different position, y'all. We don't got to run around here. We ain't looking for. We ain't begging for star play. We ain't begging for the running back from Florida. We ain't begging from Tech like the Cowboys. We ain't begging for the services of superstars. We got that. We just beefing up the trenches now. You know what I'm saying? We cool. That's what we gonna do. Be big, be physical, and do what we just did that got us a Super Bowl. Simple as that. I love it. I love the move.
Yeah, I like it. I mean, we continuing to invest in the trenches, find those pieces, build out that depth in the trenches, find some guys who can turn into, them low risk, high reward type of signings. So I appreciate it. I like it. Jeff Stoutland getting his things. Got to make sure he has everything he needs going into camp. So yeah, I mean the last 3 signings been linemen. Lamb.
Yeah, the last 2. Yep, Kendall Lamb, Matt Pryor. Yep.
And then we've seen so far with the top 30 visits, it's been heavy offensive line. It's only been 7 top 30 visits reported before them offensive linemen. So it's clear that the Eagles are trying to, build out that position. And like LB said, we about to do what we did last season. Is start up front. You know what I mean? They can do whatever they want. say whatever they want about the tush push.
That's right.
But that pile is going to get moved regardless.
Yeah, I agree. So far, there's been 10 top 30 visits revealed for the Philadelphia Eagles. 5 of them have been offensive linemen. 3 of them have been edge rushers, and 1 has been a running back and 1 has been a corner. So clearly, when you look at those moves, 8 of the 10 are focused on the trenches.
Mm-hmm.
And when you think about the way their offseason has transpired, you lose Milton Williams, you lose Josh Sweat, you lose Mekhi Becton, you lose Fred Johnson. You lost 2 players on the D-line, 2 players on the offensive line. You replace the 2 guys you lost on the offensive line with a Quinyon Green trade with Houston, Kendall Lamb, a veteran, Matt Pryor, a veteran. And then on the defensive line, you make moves in free agency, Azeez Ojulari, Patrick Johnson, Josh Uche. So then again, you're looking at guys at your top 30 visits. So the Philadelphia Eagles are clearly sticking to the plan, sticking to the trend. They're focusing heavily on the trenches, and that's pretty much who they are, and that's how they won the Super Bowl. That's how the Philadelphia Eagles have remained as successful as they've remained for as long as we can remember, because they've continued to invest in the offensive line and defensive line. And what I like about it the most is they had the right people in position, coaching wise, to expose these players, be it for the best or for the worst, right? Regardless, the best people are going to be on the football field, and they're going to find out whether you can play or not. And the good thing is, we got the people in the building that can figure that out. There's some situations where guys go to a team and the coach just can't get the most out of a player, or a coach just doesn't know what he's doing in terms of development. As far as the Eagles team, they've proven that they can develop guys. They've proven that they can evaluate talent and put the right people in position. So it is going to be interesting to see what they do on draft night, though, especially as it pertains to that 32nd overall pick. Will they trade up? Will they trade back? Some people have them projected to take Malachi Starks. Some people have them projected to take the edge rusher out of Boston College. So there's a lot of options they have here with that pick. I think, if anything, if I had to roll the dice, I think they trade up for somebody. That's what I think. What's your thoughts on that, LB?
I think trading up for somebody is a huge possibility. You know what I mean? It's a huge possibility, but I think it's only one guy that they're going to trade up for. I think if that safety from Georgia is somewhere within reach and distance, I think we use our leverage, we use our picks, we use players to try to move up and get that guy. You know, the fact that we still have Dallas Goedert on his roster lets me know that that's one of the best and greatest bargaining chips left. You know what I mean? During the offseason that any team could offer up. You're talking about a tight end that played in 2 Super Bowls. You know what I'm saying? A tight end that helped win a Super Bowl. A tight end that is wildly productive when he's on the field. You know, look at Zach Ertz. Zach Ertz just got another 1-year extension. That's how good a valuable tight end is around here. You know, when the Philadelphia Eagles cooked the Skins, the Commanders, Zach Ertz led them in receiving yards. You know, so Dallas Goedert is a huge bargaining chip. So that's one piece we could use to trade up. But I don't want to see us reaching for an offensive lineman.
That part.
You know what I mean? Like it's certain positions that I don't want us to reach for, but I can see us reaching. I really can. Or I can see us trading back. I can see us using a pick, letting somebody get that pick, getting another pick, and going to like 5 picks into the second round.
Right.
You know what I mean? It just depends on how the board fall. Because if Shador go within the top 10, then it's gonna be a lot of options for the Eagles left. It's going to be a lot of options for the Eagles left, because the Giants are apparently in love with him.
I hear what you're saying about that. That is interesting, because speaking of the Giants, they brought in Russell Wilson and Jameis Winston at quarterback, right? And the Russell Wilson move, it's a good bridge situation for sure, especially if you do draft the quarterback in the first round. But I don't think – here's my thoughts. The Giants, I don't think they're in a position, as much as they probably think they are, I personally don't think they're in a position where drafting a quarterback is the move for them. Here's why. I look at them in this situation. You brought in Russell Wilson. You got Malik Neighbors. They need somebody who's going to be able to play right away, who's going to be able to stimulate engagement, stimulate noise for that organization, positive noise. They still haven't fully recovered from the Saquon Barkley debacle from Hard Knocks. Right now, their reputation is sullied in the media, and they're still trying to bounce back from that embarrassment. I think the best move for them to stimulate excitement within that organization is to draft Travis Hunter.
I think so too.
He's a guy. He's a guy that's a receiver. He's a corner. Them jersey sales is going to be crazy. Travis Hunter, Malik Neighbors, Russell Wilson. That's something that can stimulate excitement no matter how far you go. That's something that will continue to get people, or that can force people to get back into those seats at MetLife. People stop going to the games. People stop supporting that team. You don't want somebody who's going to be sitting behind Russell Wilson. That's not going to stimulate engagement. People are just going to be screaming for Shador or whoever it is every time Russell Wilson has a bad pass. You want to stimulate engagement with your fan base. You know, building your roster, you know, winning is also a PR move as well. Making the right decisions is also PR moves. The right PR move is drafting Travis Hunter. Yeah. Travis Hunter will be box office in New York.
And I don't think they're going to take a quarterback either, because why would you go get Jameson and why would you go get Russell? They're looking, you know what I mean? It don't make sense for them to draft a quarterback because
that part.
Shador is not beating out Jameis Winston or Russell Wilson in camp. You know what I mean? Those guys are not like, those guys are starter quality quarterbacks for real, man. We just got to keep it a beam. But the best move for them would be to draft a skill player. You know what I mean? If I'm the Giants, this is what I would do. I would reach and draft. I would draft that running back from Florida if I'm the Giants.
Ashton Genty?
I would draft Ashton Genty.
Oh yeah, he had a Boise. Yeah, Boise State.
Boise, wherever he's from. I would, you know. I'm sorry, y'all, if I don't know where these people from, because we don't need them. I would draft him though. You know what I mean? And I would start putting a team together. I would put a team together around Russell Wilson. That's your fastest chance to success. That's what a lot of people don't understand, man. We've seen 3 Super Bowl teams be built in the last 8 years. So one thing Philly content creators know is we know what it takes to build success. We know what a successful roster looks like. I know all the answers to the situations that's going on in Dallas. But, you know, they're going to call me ahead if we start talking about that, which we probably will.
The Giants, they're in an interesting spot, though, because you have a chance right now to get your quarterback of the future. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get what y'all saying with the skill positions. However, Russ had skill positions last year, and what did he do with it? Like, I don't know if I trust Russell Wilson. It's giving very much Kirk Cousins vibes with Russ. They had weapons in Pittsburgh, and the offense was the worst offense in the NFL.
I don't think they had weapons over there.
So they had George Pickens.
They had Najee. They had the tight end. They have just same amount of weapons.
And the weapons.
Have a wide receiver. If you
I would argue the Steelers situation was better. I would argue the Steelers situation is better than the Giants situation.
The Steelers. So the Steelers had better coaching.
Better coaching, better tight end, better receiver.
Them about no weapons. Najee Harris is washed.
I never thought he was good.
The same caliber as what the Giants would have.
At running back? I think the Giants running back situation was I think the Giants. What's homie name? Tracy? Homie was cooking
Tracy.
this year.
Tracy was good.
Tracy was balling this year. They just didn't have good quarterback play. Mm-hmm. The Giants' issue is that they don't have a very good offensive line.
Their defense is good.
The Giants have a strong defense. See, this how and this is what we talking about. You build a roster by making the roster good and then trying to go for a Super Bowl while that quarterback is on a rookie deal. So if you build the roster now and then you just wait and then you can just drop that quarterback into the equation in most cases. The Giants ain't gonna find nobody. I don't think Shador is that guy to turn it around like homie did in DC. I don't know.
I don't know if Shador is like your instant. I'm not saying he's CJ Stroud or he a Jaden Daniels. However, right. I feel like they need to go ahead and get their quarterback of the future this draft. Like Russell Wilson is any given game that man is done. Like I just don't see just going into this year with young pieces everywhere. Like y'all saying, young guys on offense, young guys on defense that's coming up. And then you bringing in a Russell Wilson who any given game, he could look like Kirk Cousins.
Here's the thing, Symone, and I'm about to get real deep real quick. This would be the first time the Giants have had. Okay, let me put it this way. Did you know the Giants have never drafted have never had a black franchise quarterback?
Why did it take you so long to get that out?
Because I was trying to find a perfect way to put it. They've never had a
Why
black
did
franchise
it take
quarterback.
you long to put that out?
Because like I wanted to word it in a way that was just at first I was trying to be politically correct, but then I'm like, you know what, fuck it. They've never had a black franchise quarterback. Russell Wilson is a bridge. Didn't they have Geno Smith at one point? Or Tyrod Taylor? Like they've never had a black franchise quarterback. They've never drafted one.
So you
right?
saying they're not drafting Shador?
No,
Oh.
they would. They would. You know what I think they're gonna do? I think they're waiting for Arch Manning. That's what I think.
But is that a guarantee you're gonna get somebody? It's gonna be other bums that's gonna be hired. They're gonna have to tank.
What they've been doing.
The Giants gonna have a better record than Dallas. With Russell Wilson starting, the Giants gonna have a better record than Dallas. I'm telling y'all, Russell Wilson is going to throw that ball to Malik Neighbors. If I was them, I would put more weapons in the passing game. Russell Wilson
That's what I would do.
Yeah, Russell Wilson still could play. I would put more weapons in the passing game. I would go get Tet, or I would get that running back. That's what's the dude? Tet McMullen, the tall
wide receiver.
Dude?
Yeah.
I think he's from Arizona State or something like that. I would go get him, or I would go get that running back. It's time to start putting explosive weapons around. They never had that.
They got the third overall pick. Listen, Cam Ward and Shador are either going to Chicago or Tennessee. Chicago. Right. I'm not starting Chicago. Cleveland. I'm in Cleveland. Excuse me. Cleveland or Tennessee. Tennessee is going to draft Cam Ward. They want their new Steve McNair, and Cleveland needs something drastic to pull them from out of that Deshaun Watson situation. Right. They need life, and Abdul Carter is not going to give them life. Travis Hunter is not going to give them. They need a quarterback because think about it, bro. Deshaun Watson, he re-aggravated the ACL injury. He's not going to play this entire season. They need a quarterback.
They try to avoid the contract.
And guess what? They traded for Kenny. Their best quarterback on their roster is Kenny Pickett, and they haven't made a single move in free agency for a quarterback. They're drafting one of those quarterbacks.
Do you think that Deion gonna let him go to the Browns?
Why everybody keep talking about this?
I'm gonna be honest. This ain't 2000 or 1999 when Eli Manning refused to. This ain't that no more. Like he's going.
You know what? I'm tired of these player dads.
Lord Jesus.
I'm tired of all.
First of all, let me say this on Deion's behalf. He never said that he wasn't going to let it happen. He never said that he was going to interfere.
Oh, so you speculating basically?
No, he alluded. He did imply though. He did imply. He thought, I'm his daddy. He gonna listen to his daddy. He did imply.
No, what I'm saying though, Tone, you know, somebody like that, he can make some calls behind the scenes. Is all I'm saying. I'm not saying on draft night Cleveland take him and then he's like, I'm not going on stage.
So you know what I mean? So you think
he could make some calls behind the scenes to some folks. Is all I'm saying.
So you think he gonna pull a LeBron?
No, I don't know what he's gonna do. I asked y'all. I asked y'all.
I think homie gonna play for whoever draft him.
Simple as that.
I hope Cleveland don't draft him.
I don't think he's gonna have a choice.
He's going to Cleveland because Abdul Carter, he keep coming up with injury stuff about that damn foot.
No, but they just released today that they don't care about the injury. People saying they don't care about that.
That's
about
true.
Whose injury?
Abdul Carter. This is a chance to pair Abdul Carter with Myles Garrett.
But how does that move you closer to your goal?
It don't.
Think about it.
They've had top 10, top 5 defenses many years and no quarterback. Remember the year when Joe Flacco took it to the playoffs? They had a defense, but they had no quarterback.
The only thing that would have moved them closer to their goal would have been trading Myles Garrett for more picks.
Exactly.
Teams don't want to do the necessary things, the necessary steps. The Dallas Cowboys are going to always be but because they're not going to trade Micah Parsons this year. They're going to always be but because they paid Dak Prescott. They should have let Dak Prescott walk. Think about this scenario. If you let Dak Prescott walk last year, then you could have Russ. And then the money you just paid Dak, you could have Russ with a bunch of weapons. Mm-hmm. You could have a bunch of weapons. You could have Russ. You could have Keenan Allen. You could have all of these pieces.
Stephon
Diggs. You could have all of these pieces with the money that you paid Dak, and now you're just looking for the right quarterback to drop into the equation. Now you got an overpaid quarterback, and you got a defensive end who still we don't know when he gonna get signed, and the team is ass. There's a bunch of plumbers and mechanics running around trying to fill positions. Teams don't know how to build rosters, bro. Signing Myles Garrett to all that money for what? He don't throw or catch or run in touchdowns
at all. At
But
all. You know why they did that, right?
A lot of these front offices don't have sense, though.
You know why?
You have sense, Tone. So you're like, why would they do that? Because you coming from a mindset of somebody with sense.
True.
Most of these front offices don't have sense.
Yeah, and you know what it is? That's all. They're so unfortunately, a lot of these ownership groups, they care more about selling tickets and giving people a reason to come rather than actually winning football games. Like, let's be honest about this. Since the Cincinnati Bengals, they're not going anywhere with that team. Yeah, you got that prolific offense, but you're not stopping nobody. It's going to come a point in time where your offense may have a slow game or whatever it may be. Your defense got to do their job. Like, what happens? Like, I'm not saying they're going to put up points, but you got so much money tied up into Joe Burrow, T. Higgins, and Jamar Chase, right? What about your offensive line? What about your defense, right? The Browns, they trying to sell tickets. The Giants, they're trying to sell tickets. They need life again. They need to revitalize the interest, the intrigue in those organizations. And the Cincinnati Bengals feel like they're doing it by paying the receivers. The Browns feel like they can do it by drafting Shador, which I think is what they're going to do. And I think the Giants, if they're smart, they draft Travis Hunter, a two-way player who's going to be able to affect both sides of the ball. He's going to keep everybody glued to the screen. It's going to give the Giants more primetime games because of Travis Hunter, because of Russell Wilson, because of Malik Neighbors. It's going to make their offense way more fun to watch. Their defense is pretty solid. If they draft Travis Hunter with Russell Wilson and the running back is pretty solid, I think they could win at least. They could probably win between six to 8 games, maybe.
I think they could win more than that. I think if the Giants play their cards right, I think the Giants could probably be second in the division, bro. I'm telling you, man. I think the Giants could be second in that division if they play their cards right. Right now, they're being smart. I don't believe the Commanders until further notice. I ain't gonna lie.
Now, LB.
Yes, ma'am.
LB.
I'm listening.
Let me put my phone and my tea down. LB.
Yeah.
Based on what right now, before the draft, ain't no been drafted yet.
Mm-hmm.
You think the Giants could be better than the Commanders?
I do. I think the Giants could be better than the Commanders this year. Because right now, because what they're doing is they're doing the right things. It might not look like a lot. They're doing the right things. That defense was already locked up. They're doing the right things. If they go out there and draft offensive line in the second round and beyond, and go out there and grab Travis Hunter or that running back or the best wide receiver on the board to pair with Malik Neighbors, they're doing the right things. I'm telling you, they're doing.
Now, I will say this: the Giants are trending up. However, the Commanders, they got added pieces too, though. LB.
What else happened for them?
They got $50 million.
They signed Magic Johnson's son.
Oh, Debo?
No, the left tackle. Irvin Johnson Jr. Is that his name?
They got
no, my bad. Laremy Tunsil, my bad. Laremy Tunsil.
Okay, I'm about to pull up what they did. Okay, I'm about to pull it up.
Laremy Tunsil be ripping the runway too.
Okay,
I'm trying to understand why you called him that. He be ripping the runway. No, let me ask Symone.
I'm gonna show you.
Symone don't even want to give us no eye contact. I'm trying to get information
because I can't with it.
What he be doing? Why you called him that?
I can call him that, so I don't have an answer for you. Okay,
put it on the screen, Tone. Put it on the screen.
I'm find it.
Okay, so they got we know they got Debo. They got Tunsil, like he said. Somebody said they got Laremy Tunsil. Outside of that, that's really like their main. They got Kinlaw.
I ain't worried.
I'm not worried, but they still better than the Giants. They are
on paper. On paper, they are better than the Giants. So maybe they'll finish third. Maybe they'll finish third.
Now, again, I'm agreeing with your sentiment that the Giants are trending up. Like, they're trending. They're trending. But I don't think that, as of right now, they caught up with the Commanders yet. Now, maybe after a draft, we'll see.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, the Giants are doing what needs to be done. The Commanders are doing what needs to be done. There's only one team in the division that's not doing what it need to be done. Who the hell is that?
That's your man, Laramie Tunsil.
Who?
The new left tackle for the Commanders, Laramie Tunsil.
Come on, man, stop playing, man. They finished in fifth. They finished in fifth in the division. They finished in fifth in the division.
That's Magic Johnson's son. You feel me?
Hey, man. Hey, listen. I like fashion. You know what I'm saying? But my man look like he about to go get some roses out the garden. He about to go get a mani, a petty, some roses, a pumpkin spice.
Oh shit!
He about to do all type of stuff.
Yo,
yeah, wrong.
My man look like buttercream.
Croc skin. What do you say? Buttercream.
Croc skin. What size of the hips? Let's go in.
But hey, man, he gonna have a hard time blocking Jalen Carter, because Jalen Carter ain't coming to the game like that. Jalen Carter coming to the game hoodie that he slept in, pants sagging, Tim's on. You know what I'm saying? Belt missing the loop.
Not hoodie that he slept in.
Belt missing the loop in the jeans, just ready to go.
Oh man.
But shout out to Laramie Tunsil.
Not hoodie that he slept in.
Shout out to Laramie Tunsil, man.
Y'all
dead wrong, bro.
I told y'all we taking this show to the moon. You tripping. I told you we taking it to we taking it to the next level, man. We taking it to the next level.
But my man Chef Cook, Skins fan in the chat, told me I just need him to block. That's real though. That's real.
That is real. That is real.
I'm handy washed. You know,
my God.
So the Commanders are doing a good job. The Giants are doing a good job. The Eagles are trimming necessary fat and plugging in pieces. The core is still together. What is going on in Dallas? Because history was made in the NFC East. This will be the first division with 4 black starting quarterbacks potentially.
You are my black.
But why? Before I get to what I'm saying, let me say shout out to Symone. Ain't you hosting the HBCU All-Star game or something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Plugged in. IT specialist, Tone. IT specialist. Plugged in. You know what I'm saying? Wi-Fi connect.
Wi-Fi lit.
You know what I'm saying? Wi-Fi jumping. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, that's what's up, you know?
Yeah, how you secure that? Talk to us. How you secure that?
Hard work and dedication. Yeah.
Right. You know what I'm saying? You do good work, you put good work out in the atmosphere. I'm calling. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the number is up. Hey. They have to call your agent, or they got the personal
Wi-Fi lit. No, I don't have an agent yet. Got to keep all that money to myself. You know what I'm saying?
That man. Hope my guy ain't watching, man. My guy, his percent got him down.
Who?
My man that get me my he give me my sponsorships. I got
your agent. Oh no, we love agents. Agents are the best.
But what I was saying, the Dallas Cowboys, they not doing what it takes to succeed. 4 black quarterbacks in the division, y'all, right? And why only one of them never been to a championship game? Did y'all think about it in that aspect? Why one of them dimming the light on it? Man, they so ass over there in Dallas, man. It's almost laughable. You making these guys restructure and you ain't even putting no moves out. What y'all saving money for?
That's true.
The highest paid quarterback in the division is the least accomplished.
Yep.
Got the worst career out of everybody in the division so far. So what are they saving money for? Like, what's the real game plan over there in Dallas? What's the real game plan? I love our game plan. I love our game plan. If we talking about the only division where every team got a ring, the only division that have 4 black quarterbacks starting, I just feel like Dallas is here to stay in the basement. They just here to stay in the basement. They do nothing different, and they're the perfect example of what not to do when you want to build a championship roster.
Like, yo, they let Rico Dowdle walk. I'm like, huh? Like Rico Dowdle,
you could have
got him for the cheap, and he was good.
And they not even getting Genty no more because they signed like 4 running backs.
Look, they moved on from Rico Dowdle and brought in what's his name? Javonte Williams. What's his name? Javonte Williams. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
And Miles Sanders, let's call it what it is. He washed.
Javonte Williams is okay when he's healthy, though.
When he's healthy, Rico Dowdle played. How many games Rico Dowdle played last year? I think he was healthy the whole season. You had a guy in the building that was actually good, that ran strong for you guys. Let me double check this real quick, man.
I kind of miss Dallas. I miss us in Dallas. Like
he played 16 games last year. He was good.
I like us versus Dallas as, you know, the teams that are competitive in the division more than us versus Washington. I'm kind of mad.
Why you don't like it?
Because these Washington people, they mouths is way too crazy. See, Dallas, they was easy to punk. They was easy to debate. They was easy to argue with. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. These Washington fans, they have too much mouth. They mouths darn near as close as our mouths.
But the thing, but they actions ain't, because they don't win nothing. The thing with the Washington fans is that they really feel strongly about their young quarterback, as they should. They have not had this much promise in the guy since RG3 rookie year.
Exactly.
They have not felt this good about a guy since RG3 rookie year. And it don't help that the analysts on national TV, because this was putting the batter in their back, is saying that Jalen Daniels is the best quarterback in the division. It don't help. It don't help. So they really feel like they got the best quarterback. Some of them think they got the best quarterback in the conference. They think they got the best quarterback.
But to your point, some of them saying that. Some of them saying they got the best quarterback in the conference. Like, so you're right. They got a different battery. They got a different battery charging them up right now.
They was in an NFC Championship game, which makes this so sweet, because we were the ones that put them out of their misery.
Mm-hmm.
So of course there's going to be some disdain for us, but it's like, like I said, they're not going back to the NFC Championship this year. So what's going to happen then? Is it going to be a failure?
They still going to be running that mouth. I can't.
I don't think so.
You know what I think? I think as loud as they are, they're secretly nervous as hell. Because as great as Jalen Daniels was, they still are scarred from the RG3 situation. RG3 was phenomenal, but they play style is kind of similar. All that ripping and running and all that bobbing and weaving out of side of the pocket. You know what I mean?
See, they won't admit that, though, Tom. They won't admit that the play.
Of course, they won't admit that. Of course, they won't admit that.
They'll say he's nothing like RG3. He does this better. He does that better. He does this better. It's no point of even debating Washington fans after we put 55 on them. There's no point. But that's what I will say. Right. That's what I will say, though. When I'm twisting the knife in the back of Cowboys fans, Washington fans love it. They under the comments, he jumping around. Then when I swing back and twist the knife in their back, they want to act like we friends. I'm not your friend. Just because you see me kicking the Cowboys while they down, I'm not your friend. I don't like you or Dallas. You know what I'm saying? I think they confused. Some of y'all cool, like my man Chef Cooks, he in the chat. He cool. I'm not none of y'all friend. I'm an Eagles fan. Ain't none of y'all better. We want to... Stop that. Go ahead, man.
I'm trying to see. Should I get that jacket? I'm trying to decide.
What you want? You want one?
I'm trying to decide if I should cop that jacket.
What size you wear?
Small.
Say less.
Everybody, y'all heard that? Y'all heard that?
Say less.
Extra large.
Everybody, did y'all hear?
Extra large, Tone?
Extra large.
Man, say less.
Y'all heard that, chat?
This is 2X.
Y'all heard that, right?
This is 2X right here. This is 2X.
Extra large over here in Texas.
It's kind of small because I'm a big boss. LIX. Yeah. I should have got a 3X. And on the back, the back is crazy. Say world champs. The back crazy. It's Mitchell and Ness joint.
I seen the back. The back fire.
Wait, hey Symone. Wait, hold on. Hey Symone, the one with the Mitchell and Ness connect.
Yeah, what happened? What happened? I saw your video too.
I got one dude who plugged me in.
Shit. So he only got one outlet? He only got one socket?
No, he don't send me something every gosh darn month. You know what I'm saying? I
saw that stack of award-winning clothes you got since the Super Bowl.
I do need to hit him back up. See, I don't be liking to keep, I don't want to hit somebody up. I want them to come to me. But I should hit him up. Hey, how you been?
Right. What's up, big head? Hey, big
head. He working the corporate office at Mitchell and Ness. Like he don't work in the actual store.
Oh wow, corporate. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I be on my suit and
So
tie.
he get this stuff before it even touched the rack.
Mm-hmm. Like they sent me that the LA Olympics collection.
Mm.
The LA 2028 Olympics collection.
I've been looking for the sweatsuits that they wore
For the
on
Super
the
Bowl,
press
right?
run, the Super Bowl press run, the white joints.
Those were Nike.
I couldn't find them nowhere.
They're sold out, bro. They on eBay, but they on eBay for like 200 something.
Nah,
I ain't gonna do that.
Yeah, forget all that, man. Let me ask y'all a question though, because Symone, you brought up the tush push a little while ago. I was listening to Diana Rossini, senior NFL reporter, and she said, and I quote, "I feel like it's getting more momentum in terms of those opposed to it than I've ever heard before." Now, we all know that the tush push, people have been talking about it. Some of these coaches, some of these GMs have been, let's just call it what it is, walking around bitching about it, claiming that it's an unstoppable play. It should be banned. It's not aesthetically pleasing. It's not football. All this kind of stuff, right? First things first. Although she's feeling like it's getting more momentum, feelings aren't facts. And what you feel likely will not be the result. And I feel like the tush push, or the brotherly shove is what I like to call it. I feel like it's a direct attack on the Philadelphia Eagles. It's a direct attack on Jalen Hurts, because the reality is, if they could do it, they would do it. But the reality is they can't. And if they quarterback was squatting 600 plus pounds, they would do it. But the reality is they not. So it just seems like a direct calculated attack on the Philadelphia Eagles and their success. What's your thoughts on the rumor that this ban is gaining traction?
It's cap, bro. First of all, in the clause that the Packers put in, if you read the details of what they're trying to ban, it's not even directly the tush push. Like, go read the details. It's like a minor part of.
It's the push and pull, right?
It's like, I would have to pull it up, but basically, it's if the tush push gets banned from what the Packers propose, it's a extremely easy workaround for the Eagles to still do the tush push. It's like immediately after the snap or something or whatever that they're trying to ban. Second of all, it was reported earlier in the week that the tush push banning wasn't getting any momentum. Mike Florio reported it. A couple of other reporters were saying that from what they were hearing, nobody was really interested in banning the tush push. So then all of a sudden today, Diana Rossini is coming with a conflicting report from all the reports that came out yesterday. So also we know that she was the same one who was saying Myles Garrett to the Eagles is basically a done deal, and that wasn't true. So as of right now, I'm not buying it. I'm not.
Yeah, her credibility a little shot, man.
Yeah, right now for sure.
It's a little shot.
She worked with Chase Daniels, so how can you really take it serious, right?
Yeah, the thing with the tush push is that this what happened when you're on top, man. It's always something. The Chiefs was on top. Everybody saying they got the refs in the hip pocket. Patriots on top. The refs in the hip pocket. Eagles on top. The roster stacked in the tush push. You know what I mean? It's always something when you're on top. Nobody's ever gracefully on top. It's always haters for the ones that everybody trying to be like. So they're not gonna ban the tush push. We keep beefing up the offensive line with guys who know the system, know the tush push. The guys that listen, man, you put anybody around Stoutland and you, it's gonna get ugly.
And then for these reporters, what's going on right now? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. The only thing that they know is going to get them some traction right now is the tush push. It's a buzzword. So they're going to keep trying to repackage and rewrite these same stories and these same reports over the tush push just to generate some conversation until we get to the NFL draft. They have nothing to talk about right now. However, they still have to put out articles. So what they going to write about? Oh, we know the Eagles in the tush push. I'll draw up something. Just coming up with some different reports because they got to fill a quota.
Which is why everybody talking about LeBron and Stephen A. Smith.
That because they have nothing to talk about.
I'm glad you did that. I'm glad you said that. Because
another daddy coming to his son's aid. I love it.
That situation is quite frankly hilarious. So let's try to
Black fathers matter.
The black fathers do matter, right? Do do matter, right? So let's try to lay the groundwork for this. So we all know LeBron approached Stephen A. Smith at the Lakers game when they was playing the Knicks. And a lot of people thought this happened at the end of the game, but in reality, LeBron approached him in the middle of the third quarter. I guess it was a dead ball, and he had an opportunity. He was coming off the bench, and he walked right up on Stephen A. and basically told him, keep my son name out your fucking mouth. That's basically what he said to him in so many words, right? And it went viral. Stephen A. claimed he wasn't going to talk about it, but because it went viral, he had no choice but to address it. And Stephen A., his approach at the time was, hey, that was a man talking to me as a father. I respect it, all that kind of stuff, right? Stephen A. has always made it clear that, hey, if you got a problem with what he's saying, he ain't got a problem you pulling up. He ain't got a problem pulling up on you. His phone is always open. He always makes sure it's an open door policy, because if he can dish it, he believes that he should be able to take it. That's been his stance pretty much throughout his entire career. But then things kind of took a turn the past few days. LeBron went on Pat McAfee's show, basically shredding Stephen A. Smith, trolling him. And we all know Pat McAfee, his show is now syndicated on ESPN. It comes on right at the first take. And it's a taped show. So they were able to see, Stephen A. was able to address part of it at the end of first take, right when it dropped. And, they just start going back and forth, man. And Stephen A. still talking about, where was you at Kobe funeral, and why didn't you pop out for Dwayne Wade Hall of Fame speech or whatever? It just started getting real nasty. But I guess what I want to ask y'all is, because it's a few layers to this thing. Let's start with this at the most basic level. Should Bronny James be given special treatment due to who his father is?
I don't even think that's the most basic level that we can start there. That's the second question we should ask.
Okay, what's the first one?
The first question is LeBron James the GOAT? Absolutely not. Let's get there. He's not, Symone. He ain't the GOAT. People gonna be probably mad at me. We gotta clip this. He ain't the GOAT. LeBron James is not the GOAT.
LeBron James is the GOAT, bro.
He's not the GOAT. He's not the GOAT. LeBron top 5, all of that. I don't know no GOAT that had to go run and take his talents to South Beach, whatever Hall of Famers, to go get his first ring. I don't know no GOATs who do stuff like that. GOATs don't do that. If you the GOAT, you put on for the city, you put on for the team that drafted you, and you go over there and you go win the ring because you the GOAT. You're supposed to be the chosen one. Let's stop right there. Jordan 6-0 in the finals. Michael Jordan is the GOAT. There's no debate to that. You can never say LeBron James, or you can never say Kevin Durant is the GOAT. Those two guys can never be the GOAT. KD had to run and join forces with Steph Curry in them before he got it. Steph and them already had 2 before Buddy came along. First of all, he ain't the GOAT. Now, secondly, I'll say this. Nobody should be getting special treatment. We all know that Bronny James, and I think Bronny James is talented, all of that good stuff. We all know that he took a slot in the second round that belonged to somebody that put in the work from the ground up. We all know that Bronny James is on a part of the Lakers. You know what I mean? In the capacity that he's a part of the Lakers because of his dad. We all know that, bro. We all know that. Do we not understand that? Do we not agree with that?
No. Yeah, I actually, let's be honest. Because it goes beyond just Bronny, right? It goes even as far as, because they try to say that LeBron.
You muted, Symone. You must be talking crazy.
Can you hear me now? You hear me?
I can't hear. Symone's muted. Oh.
I'm about to say, like, am I muted?
No, you good. She on the phone.
Oh, okay, bet.
I know. I know.
No, you good. So, like, for one, Bronny in a vacuum is not exempt from any sort of criticism, basketball related at all. He's not. Absolutely not. He's not. I don't care. I don't care who your dad is. He's not above it. Period. If you play in this league, you're gonna get talked about like everybody else. Now, where things get interesting is the narrative is that Stephen A. crossed the line discussing LeBron James's approach to getting his son to the league, because, like you said, Bronny basically was given a red carpet to the Lakers. When LeBron comes out and says, "Hey, you know, wherever my son goes, that's where I'm going," but when LeBron says, "Wherever my son goes, that's where I'm going," right? When you say that, and when you put the narrative out there that you want to play with your son and it's not about the money, and he shares your agent and Rich Paul, you kind of basically sending the bat signal out to the rest of the teams, like, y'all better not pick him.
No,
So,
you sending the bat
What
signal
I
out.
miss?
You sending a bat signal out to the team you play for that y'all better draft him.
That part, the team you play
Right.
for, and the teams that's in the draft, y'all better not draft them.
Right.
So they had to make it look natural. They drafted the white boy Dalton Connect first in the first round of the Lakers, and then in the second round they drafted Bronny, right? And Bronny really didn't get a chance to play any college games because of his heart condition. And me personally, obviously, you don't wish no bad on him. You want him to be healthy, and that was a terrifying situation. But I don't think, again, me personally, I think they gassed in the whole Stephen A. angle as far as he criticized his parenting. They gassed him.
He is gassing it. What he's trying to do?
He didn't criticize his parenting. He said that,
right,
hey, when you set the stage like this for your son, it's going to give him an unfair advantage when we discuss him, or it's going to put him in an imbalanced situation when we discuss him, because he come into the league talking about he better than most of these guys in the league already. Remember, he tweeted all that. He said, yeah, he better than most of these guys in the league. All that. And my thing is, when you put that out there, now people are like, all right, when he don't do that, or when he doesn't show that, granted, he's had some pretty good games as of late, but like when you put that out there, you put a big ass target on his back. It's already a target on his back because he's his son. But then you start saying who he better than and who not better than him, and he better get drafted, or I'm only playing where he go. You put a real big target on his back, in my humble opinion. And for some reason, people call that criticizing his parenting. Nobody said. Nobody.
So what's the issue?
It's nepotism. It's nepotism.
The issue is that Bronny is playing in a grown man's league, and LeBron James don't want nobody to talk about him. When that's
the real reality.
That's unfair.
Y'all saying that Bron is wrong for sticking up for his son?
I'm not saying I'm not saying that, because nobody
we're not doing that.
Nobody not disrespecting his son. Nobody not saying nothing bad about his son. People are criticizing how he probably got in the position that he in, and also criticizing his game at times. Now, as of late, he has played well. He's played really well as of late.
Your career high in the G League, like 39 points. He dropped
39 in the G League. Yeah,
he dropped 17 to 30 minutes in the Lakers game. Like he's playing well lately. He's
playing well, but he should have not been drafted in the second round last year.
So
he shouldn't have been drafted at all. To be honest.
I'm not. Listen. So am I on Stephen A. side? I don't know. Listen. When they get personal like that, they get personal. Yeah, I don't know nothing about that. All I know is LeBron James ain't the GOAT. That's what I know. All I know is LeBron James is not the greatest of all time. It is clearly Michael Jordan. That's my biggest hurdle with this. I don't care if LeBron ain't go to Kobe funeral. I don't care if LeBron ain't go to D-Wade retirement ceremony. LeBron James is not the greatest of all time. That is simply and will always be Michael Jordan. That's just the fact, Symone.
Right.
I know you. I'm a little torn about that. 20. I know you 23. You know what I'm saying? I know you're 23, Symone. You don't really know about what I'm talking about. But Michael Jordan is an assassin. Michael Jordan is a different level, Symone. I'm telling you, Symone.
LB, I'll say this, right? To your point, I'll say this. I was a big LeBron guy, right? And
we all was.
Well, when I watched The Last Dance, my feelings changed a lot. I'm not going to say who I think the GOAT is because I don't like those conversations. But like when I saw The Last Dance, my reverence for Michael Jordan went to a whole nother level.
This what Michael Jordan did. Michael Jordan.
I like killers, bro. I'm sorry. I like killers.
He's a killer. The only person on that level is Kobe in terms of killer. Michael, Kobe, AI. It's a few killers. LeBron James was never a killer. He was never a killer. This is what Michael Jordan did. Michael Jordan could not beat Isaiah Thomas and the Bad Boys in them. He could not beat them, bro. They was beating Michael Jordan ass in the playoffs. This new league was different, like literally putting hands and feet on him. Michael Jordan ain't go abandon ship to go play with some other people to team up. He waited. People saying Jordan ain't do nothing without Pippen. They drafted Pippen. How's that Jordan's fault?
Yeah.
They drafted Pippen. Being 6-0 in the playoffs matters. Who beat Michael Jordan in the finals? Whoever beat Michael Jordan in the finals? Nobody.
I hear you. What do you say to people though? Because I think the GOAT conversation is like a separate talk from the LeBron Stephen A angle. But to your point though, just because we're here, what do you say to the people?
I think it kind of ties into it though, Tone, because Stephen A's angle is that's what makes LeBron uncomfortable.
That's what makes it. Oh, okay. I like where you're going with this because Stephen A spoke about this. And again, I don't like when things get too personal. I don't like Kobe name being brought up in a situation. I don't agree. I don't agree with everything Stephen A has done throughout the process. I don't agree with everything LeBron has done throughout the process. So I want to try to remain as unbiased as I possibly can. But I do err on the side of, like, for example, I'm gonna be honest with you. I ain't got a problem with LeBron talking. I don't. But I got a problem where he was at when he had the conversation.
Me too. I got a problem with that.
Me personally.
I got a problem with that. I hate that you want the Pat McAfee to do that.
Me personally, because although it was a petty move, it was petty because Pat McAfee is Stephen A's direct. You know, when Pat McAfee went to ESPN, everybody know it was kind of it was a little bit of ruffling feathers because he was a different mold than what they were used to there at ESPN. He's like the second big dog over there next to Stephen A. Smith. And right. I don't know what their relationship is, but they're clearly two different types of guys when they approach this thing. And he comes on directly after First Take, Stephen A's show. So in LeBron's mind, he think he playing chess by going on the show that comes on after First Take and going on ESPN, when in reality, I think he was playing checkers. And here's why. My humble opinion, yeah, you going on Pat McAfee, it was petty. It was cute. It was funny, but it wasn't a power move. It was a petty move, but it was a power move. Because in my humble opinion, LeBron, you are the gravitational pull. Wherever you go, people follow. Wherever you point, people will shoot. So I feel like I would have loved to see him have that exact conversation with somebody who's going to really bring it out of him. And me personally, I feel like that Pat McAfee thing was more of a glazing session more than in a conversation.
Exactly.
I would have loved to have seen him go to the 520 show with Jeff Teague. That would have been the conversation.
But he don't want to go there because those guys have the same opinions that Bronny is buns and he ain't ready. You know what I'm saying?
He went somewhere that he's not going to have to deal with any sort of level of uncomfortability. He went
somewhere that he wasn't going to that wasn't going to make him uncomfortable. You're absolutely right. This is a power move though. The power move is starting a YouTube channel and making your own production and just having your own conversation and bringing all the traction to you if that's what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? Or how about this? We seen Shannon Sharp on ESPN call this man the GOAT for 10 years before Shannon had his own wave. Had a conversation with Shannon. Or you could have put one of these smaller bronze-sexual YouTubers on.
The ones that know your career front to back.
Yes. There's guys who got YouTube channels that is surrounded by uplifting the name of LeBron James.
Mm-hmm.
You could have put one of them on. You know what I mean? But hey, he did what he did, man. I'm not here to criticize nobody moves or whatever. I don't care about they quarrel, they beef. I just know he ain't the GOAT.
Yeah, like look, and overall is all petty at the end of the day. It's all petty at the end of the day. But here's my thing, right? Perfect example. When LeBron said, when Stephen A. Smith said what he said about RG3, when he basically called out RG3 or whatever for taking a I guess indirect shot at him. You know what RG3 did?
What?
He said, "Hey yo, Stephen A, when you free, let me come on your show. Matter of fact, come on mine." Because so basically because remember when the whole DEI Jackie Robinson stuff came on TV?
Right. Mm-hmm.
And RG3 tweeted, "I think politics should stay out of sports." And Stephen A took that like he was taking a shot at him because he tweeted it right after his First Take was over. And that was the only show that covered it at the time. So literally, RG3 said, "Oh, okay, Stephen A, let's have a talk then." They got on live, had a whole conversation. for like an hour. RG3 pressed them in person, and they ultimately had the conversation. You see, what I think is, I don't think LeBron really wants to have the conversation. I think LeBron is more comfortable in trolling Stephen A. And Stephen A has made it very clear, hey, wherever you need me, I'll be there.
See, that's the thing. This also
LeBron. LeBron don't need Stephen A.
This LeBron.
Stephen A don't need LeBron.
He don't
need LeBron. He don't need LeBron. I don't agree with that at all.
Something to talk about, and LeBron give him something to talk about. What has he been talking about for the last 2 weeks?
But guess what? To your point, right?
As a commentator, you have to have somebody to commentate on. Without LeBron giving him attention at that game, what would he have been talking about? What would we've never talked about Stephen A on this show until LeBron James came into the conversation, because there was nothing to talk about Stephen A until LeBron James came in the conversation. We've never talked about Stephen A.
In fairness, we haven't talked about anybody but the Eagles on this show.
Stephen A is only relevant on this show because of King James. It ain't got nothing to do with the Eagles, the Birds, nothing. The King made it to this show. Okay? Period.
That's a false equivalency, but it's on God that you got.
I'm saying it did. We are here talking about Stephen A because of the King. LeBron James makes this ye go. LeBron run the NBA. He can do whatever he wants. So if he make it go, hold on. He could bring in Zuri next week to the league. If she want a spot on the Lakers, she can get a spot, because this is LeBron James' league.
So if he make it go, why go to the number one man on that network? Well, why go to the network of that number one man? If you don't want, if you don't want with the juice, if you don't want that got the gravitation.
Two things are true. The King is also a human being, which is why he is the King.
He's feeding the beast, in my humble opinion.
No, what I'm saying is, at the end of the day, he is the King, but that's still his son. So he's seen a man talking bad about his son. He's the King, but he's also father. Okay, I would tell you one thing. It don't matter what my status is. If my daddy sees somebody talking shit about me, no matter what the platform is, who the person is, if I see that person at Chipotle, my daddy gonna say something. Father first, King second. Mm-hmm. At the end of the day, Bronny is his son. Teammate third. Son.
So he can't be criticized?
Who said he can't be criticized? All I'm saying is Stephen A can criticize LeBron James. But James,
that's what he did, though. He never criticized Bronny. He's never criticized Bronny.
Stephen A can say whatever he want to say, but LeBron can also respond however he wants to respond. Stephen A is free to run his mouth about whatever, but LeBron is also free to do what he wants in response. It's not fair that Stephen A can say whatever, and then once LeBron responds, then it's a problem because LeBron responded.
But why? No, that's not the problem. That's not the problem.
I think LeBron low key feeling himself right now,
because
it's all his footage. You walking down on Stephen A, supposedly checking Stephen A. Smith, and now you going on this. I just checked somebody. I just did some gangster shit tour. You know what I mean? I don't respect that. I don't respect that. I don't respect that, because if you said what you said, then you said what you said. And you don't have to keep going on reiterating anything. You said what you said.
Well, first of all, let's talk about this first. Mm-hmm. LeBron was on the Pat McAfee show to promote his podcast and his tequila. The only thing that was clipped from that show was when Pat McAfee asked him about LeBron.
Why are we lying? Why are we doing this?
The whole show was not centered around Stephen A. And if it was, what's the problem? Stephen A has millions of hours of live tape talking about LeBron. LeBron can't sit down for 1 hour and defend his son.
LeBron was on the Pat McAfee show because of the controversy.
Let's be honest. Come on, he went to ESPN. Pat McAfee, the show at the first take. You think he went there for tequila?
Regardless, the King, I don't see the problem.
It's no problem.
He talked about and he responded. How is he a victim here?
Nobody a victim, by the way.
I don't see the issue of the man responding. He can sit up there for years, decades. He sat up on that show for decades, every day, talking about LeBron James. So LeBron James can't sit up for an hour and defend him and his son.
I don't care about that. That's cool. That's cool. I don't care about that.
The problem is.
I don't care about that. My biggest problem is where he went.
What's the problem with where he went?
Because he thinks it's a power move, but it's really not.
Did he say it was a power move?
Moves
you
have
said
perception.
He thinks that. I'm asking.
Okay. You're in your reporter bag right now. Okay, I got
I'm asking you.
So technically,
you
LeBron
thinks it's a power move.
No, to your point.
Power move.
LeBron, I don't know what LeBron thinks. I'll make that clear for you. I don't know what LeBron thinks. No, I'm telling you. I don't know what LeBron thinks. I don't know I don't know who in his circle. I don't know who his team. I don't know him. I don't know his son. I don't know Stephen A. I don't know none of them niggas. I ain't got no relationship with none of them. Nobody a victim because I don't agree with everything. Nobody did. I don't think anybody's blameless in this process. Let me make that very, very clear. I don't. But here's my opinion. My opinion is very simple. I think Bronny is not above any criticism. Basketball related. 2, I frankly don't believe Stephen A. criticized or attacked his parenting. I don't believe that. I feel like that's throwing gas on a match. I don't think that's what he did, personally. 3, he could have got that same conversation off on a much more impactful platform, in my humble opinion.
Stephen A. said if he would have put hands on him, they'd been in that bitch thumping.
Here's my question.
Now Stephen A. capping. That's all cap right there. Stephen A. capping. But those are my three issues only. That's it.
Okay.
I only got a problem with where he went to have that conversation. That's it.
My question is, why does it matter where he had the conversation? I feel like
because we in media, Symone. Come on, we in media.
Why? I don't. As a media person, I don't understand. You that look. Why would he give me that look? LeBron don't know me. Why would he give me that look? He don't know Pat McAfee. But Pat McAfee has views. Pat McAfee has a huge platform. Pat McAfee has clout. Pat McAfee has the second most views on the largest platform besides Stephen A. So if you don't want to go to Stephen A, where's the second biggest platform?
So do LeBron need Pat McAfee or do Pat McAfee need LeBron?
Neither one need neither one. I'm saying, why does LeBron? It's everything LeBron does.
People talking about LB. You wrong on this one. I'm not. What I'm
saying is, people hate everything LeBron does, bro.
I don't.
Like
I
now it's the situation of I'm not mad at what he said. I'm mad at where he did it.
I hate a lot of things LeBron do from a sports aspect. I surely do.
I like LeBron.
What I'm saying is,
going to go jump ship to join other people.
Why does it matter where he did the response? Why does it matter? No matter where he did the response, people would have had a problem with it. If he went on a small platform, then it would have been a problem. If he went on a large platform, it would have been a problem. If he did his own, it would have been a problem.
I'm talking about me.
For the people that have a problem.
I'm talking about only me. And
my thing is,
I'm trying not to make it about something else. But I feel like he could have gave that look to somebody else.
No, he shouldn't have gave a look to nobody. Now that I think about it, my thing is, him and Stephen A. should have just hopped on the screen together.
No,
that's what I really wanted.
No,
that's what I really wanted.
Why not? The biggest sports guy, the biggest analyst.
Stephen A. does not deserve the presence of the king on that show.
It's too late. It's too late. They already acknowledged each other, Symone. It's too late.
But
he ain't ignoring him.
But not on his show. No.
It hasn't been on his show.
Listen, LeBron ain't treating him like the peasant that you want him to.
LeBron should not go on that man's show. No.
Then he might as well stop talking about it then. Because the more LeBron speaks,
Symone, I think you're underestimating how LeBron feels about this situation. I think you're underestimating how he feels about Stephen A. You think he look at Stephen A like he an ant. He don't.
No, I don't think he does. I think he looks at Stephen A as somebody who, whether we agree or not, he looks at Stephen A as somebody who disrespected him or his son, whether we think that or not. And why would you go on the platform of someone who you feel as though disrespected you? It's the same thing like we say when we talking about other people. Why am I going to give a platform to somebody who I feel as though doesn't deserve my presence on their platform? Because he knows when he goes on the platform, he's going to get that money.
All the athletes on the I hate Stephen A hate train, they all hang together. LeBron, KD, none of them like Stephen A.
Because Stephen A goes up there and talks about those guys.
Yeah, he talk about them guys because they jumped ship and left people for dead.
But I'm not saying why. I'm not saying Stephen A. isn't justified to talk about them, but I'm saying those players, those athletes are entitled to not appreciate it. I'm not saying that they are above criticism. Nobody is above criticism, but the players don't have to acknowledge those said media members if they don't want to. They're not, those media members are not entitled to having those players come on their pod.
But LeBron ain't do nothing but make Stephen A's name go up even more.
That's all he did. That's all he did.
He ain't do nothing. They ain't do nothing but make everybody tune into what they got going on.
Which is why I feel like if he would have did it somewhere else, he would. He went to the network that's been biting his back out for over a decade. Come on, let's call it what it is. Like Skip Bayless has made a career on First Take and wherever network he's been on for shitting on LeBron James. That whole network has made it their mission to call MJ the GOAT and not LeBron James. He went to listen. You could call it what you want. He put money in the network pocket that has never had his back from the beginning. Are we serious right now?
I don't have a problem with it.
I'm thinking chess. I'm thinking 4D chess. I'm not thinking about.
But also, I don't think that this was a larger thing. Like, we're blowing this up as like, oh, it's got to be some strategy move. I feel like LeBron is just kicking and talking. Like, I don't think this is him in the basement. Okay, what's the best way to approach this situation?
Nah, man. He said he was. You know
what I'm saying? Like, I feel like it's
my man was in his drawers eating ice cream, just hating on him.
LeBron is a corporation. What I'm saying is, Pat McAfee is somebody who's been rocking with Bron. Pat probably hit him up like, come on, we come on here, we can talk about this way or that. Pat, somebody who's been rocking with Bron, and Bron like, all right, cool. I don't think it's a situation where he's in the basement like, what's the best chess?
Pat McAfee don't even talk about basketball.
Like, we trying to dissect this into something, but I don't think it was necessarily a big dissect move in LeBron James' head.
Hold on, stop that. LeBron James is one of the most calculated individuals in sports. LeBron James does not just grace any platform. He's calculated. He's a very intelligent brother.
They say he got AD out of here.
Yeah, because LeBron I believe that. LeBron when AD gone, AD be gone.
My last point.
Like I said, it's LeBron's league, bro.
My last point. You can't pick and choose when
and look what the Lakers doing with after that move. Talk about it.
My last point.
Talk about it.
My last point. I'm done with it, right? You can't pick and choose when to give LeBron credit for his intelligence or not. You can't say in one breath he's smart and then
he doesn't have a calculated move. It's not saying he's not intelligent. I'm an intelligent woman, but everything I do doesn't have to be some deep calculation. Sometimes you do stuff on the fly. Just because you do stuff on the fly does not mean you're not intelligent. What I'm saying is every move doesn't have to be a let me strategize. I'm saying he rocked with Pat McAfee. So he was
acting off emotion then.
No. Acting off emotion and doing something and not having something long and calculated, just because you're not putting 2 hours of thought against every decision doesn't mean it's emotional. You make decisions all day long that you don't spend 2 hours deciding on, but that doesn't mean you acted off emotion.
LeBron is a multi-billion-dollar corporation. The James name rings bells in these streets. They don't appear anywhere by accident. Nothing is impulse.
I didn't say impulse. I said it wasn't a 2 hour long deciding what's the biggest.
Okay, maybe it wasn't a 2 hour calculated decision, but it was calculated.
But think about it. Pat McAfee, even before the situation with Stephen A. Pat McAfee has probably been trying to book LeBron for the show.
Everybody's trying to book LeBron.
Yes, that's my point. So Pat McAfee has probably been trying to book LeBron for the show, right? And this situation came up. And then he's like, right time, right place.
You give him too much credit. Nah.
I don't give him enough. There's never enough credit I can give him.
It's the opposite. It's the opposite. You're not giving him enough. You're not giving enough credit.
I can never give the king enough credit. I'm only a humble woman who watches the king.
I
can never give him enough credit.
And I'll close with this. I'm a LeBron fan. Like, I really am. Like, I love watching LeBron play. I love his game, love his approach to the game, love what he means as a player, as a man. I'm a LeBron. I love LeBron. You know what I'm saying? Grew up watching him. Me personally, I didn't like the Miami Heat move, but it was what it was. It is what it is. I love when he moved back to Cleveland. One of the greatest finals performances I've ever seen, coming back down 3-1. LeBron is that guy. I will never criticize this game. I got a lot of love for LeBron.
What guy is he?
I just disrespect.
He ain't that guy.
I just don't agree with how he handled this particular situation, and that's it. That's it. Very simple. Very simple.
I've enjoyed LeBron's career, but he ain't that guy. There's only one. There's only one of them guys, man. I'm telling y'all, there's only one of them guys. He ain't that guy. He's a guy. He's a guy. He's a guy.
They keep trying to ask me who my GOAT is. They keep trying to ask me, and I ain't saying that.
Why you can't say it? Because it ain't LeBron. If it was LeBron, you'd easily said it.
LB, one day you'll see
it's not LeBron. Tone GOAT is Jordan. He just don't want to say it.
Nah, my GOAT, Tracy McGrady.
I believe in you, LB. One day you'll see the light.
My GOAT, Tracy McGrady.
I seen that Jordan's final stuff, bro. I seen it, bro. I'm telling you, man, he was different, but we can move along.
I will say this though. I prefer killers.
I will say this.
I prefer assassins.
Don't
disrespect. He talking about LB sounding like Skip. I don't give a damn what you say, bro. I seen Michael Jordan play. I was born in 1987. I don't give a damn what no 24, 23-year-old punk got to say, bro. I saw both players play. I'm not letting and nothing no young punk could tell me about what I saw from Michael Jordan, bro. Y'all don't even understand the era of basketball that I know, bro. With Steve Francis, Marbury, AI, you know what I'm saying? Young Paul Pierce, T Mac, and Yao Ming in them. Steve Nash winning 2 MVPs. Y'all knew. Y'all really knew. Kobe. Y'all don't really understand this young. I'm from the 96 draft. Look at who was drafted in that draft. Ray Allen. Listen, we don't got to do this, bro. I'm not listening to what no young punk say, man. The GOAT is Michael Jordan. It's not even up for debate. LeBron James wear number 23 because of who? Oh, all right. All right.
You know what, LB? I've seen plenty people be lost like you, but they still came to the light one day. So I know
it will never happen.
One day.
I appreciate all the eras, man. I love MJ era. I love LeBron era. I love it all.
The
man.
90s, the 90s was the best era for basketball, man. I'm telling you, man. It was a killer on every team. Every team had an assassin.
What Virgo's got to do with this, Devontae?
Now
everybody had an assassin. KG with the Wolves. Even you can talk about C. Webb and them with Sacramento. Doug Christie, Jason Williams, White Chocolate in them. Peja Stojakovic. Come on, bro. It was killers all over the league.
All right, you know what? All right, I got to be honest with myself because I've been. All right, I'm gonna be honest with myself because I know my personality, and I got to be. You know what it was. I'm an MJ guy. I'm an MJ guy more than.
We knew once you opened your mouth about this topic,
it wasn't. No,
that's not fair.
That's not fair.
He was an MJ guy.
That's not fair.
They wasn't running around here trying to click up.
Deep secret.
Symone, that's not fair.
Reggie Miller, talk about it. They wasn't running around here trying to click up.
Who are you talking to? Us or the chat?
I'm talking to everybody.
I don't know. I can't tell no more.
I know somebody said something to you in the chat.
But Symone, that's not fair though. That's not fair. I criticized one thing.
LB,
I just didn't like where he went.
Did you have any doubt that Tone was MJ?
No, because he got sense.
It was evident. It was evident from the beginning who you was with, Tone. That's fine. You know what I'm saying?
How is that though?
Still reigns. You know what I mean? The people in the village, they don't gotta like you.
But I don't dislike LeBron. I'm not one of those people that shit on LeBron so I can bring up MJ. That's not who I am.
You can't up MJ today. There's nothing you could do to bring up MJ. It's nothing you could do. It's simply nothing you could do. This is Michael Jordan.
See, let me tell you one thing about the difference between the MJ, I don't even know what y'all call it, and the people that respect the king. See,
I respect LeBron
James. People that respect the king, they don't have to.
Hold on.
No.
They got switched. They got switched because of ULB.
Hold on.
I never give a side.
The people that respect the king, we're not intimidated by people that love Michael Jordan. You know what I'm saying? Like Michael, we don't have to find flaws in Michael Jordan or tear down Michael Jordan's decisions or what he said in some press conference in 1992. You know what I'm saying? Them people that love MJ, they're obsessed with tearing down the king. Like what one got to do with the other? You know what I'm saying?
That's not what it is, Symone.
I
Even
understand.
when we
That's
had
not
this
what it is.
conversation today was supposed to be about LeBron James and Stephen A.
LeBron
Smith.
and
Somehow Michael Jordan got brought up.
part of LeBron's historical crash out is because he don't like to be compared to Michael Jordan because he knows he's not the greatest of all time.
What does that have to do with the Bronny, Stephen A, and LeBron?
Because
James
that's the
and everything?
basis of it all. When Skip and Stephen A and them say, they always say he ain't the GOAT. He is not the GOAT.
Mhm.
All these other kids want to say he the GOAT. Everybody want to say he the GOAT. He this, he that. The real no, he ain't the GOAT, bro. He just can't be, bro. 6-0 in the finals, Symone. Before Jordan came to the league, Symone, there was never a guy that was leading the league in scoring, winning MVP, and winning championships. People might have there was never a guy like that. But hey, you know.
Listen, man. I don't know how many. I don't know how many other ways I got to put it. I love
First
LeBron
team
James.
all defense and first team all defense and
I love
offense.
LeBron James. I do, but I prefer MJ's style. I love LeBron James. Like
Michael Jordan.
I only criticize one thing about LeBron James today, and that was where he decided to have a conversation. That's it. That's it. Other than that, I don't mind. I don't mind him approaching Stephen A. I don't mind him going. I don't mind him trolling Stephen. I don't mind none of that. I just don't like where he went. That's it.
So let's get to the bottom of this, Tone.
He should have went to somebody black. Now,
thank you, Tone. Just say
let's talk about
on your chest.
He should
say
went to somebody black. I'm sorry.
Chest. But
sorry.
what about?
Sorry. Put that. Get that look to an up-and-coming black content creator or up-and-coming black media member. I'm sorry. That's how I'm looking at it. I'm thinking about us in this situation.
Now, you know, LeBron be with the blacks way more than that other guy.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
LB, be quiet. I'm talking
about LeBron.
I know, but what I'm saying, LeBron stayed with, like, there's no question about LeBron not putting his people on.
I'm not saying that. See, that's not what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
It's not every time.
This is not about his resume. This is about what he did the other day.
So he can't go on one Caucasian podcast?
I'm just saying, I would have preferred to see that conversation.
He should have had the conversation. Him and Skip should have had the conversation. I mean,
that ain't happening, dog.
I'm in Stephen A.
That ain't happening. That ain't happening, man.
Him and Stephen A. should have had the conversation.
Listen, man.
He walk down. He walked down on him. Stephen A. ain't run.
They laughing because I said with the blacks.
Look, I'm just saying, man. I'm rooting for everybody black, man.
And so does LeBron. Come on now.
I'm not saying he don't. I'm not saying that. I just prefer. Listen, that was a big. LeBron doesn't sit down with anybody.
He does though, bro.
He don't.
No, he don't. He sit down with Maverick Carter. He sit down on the shop. He don't sit down with.
LeBron was on Jason Kelsey podcast. LeBron was on Kerry Champion and Jamel Hill podcast when they launched the podcast. LeBron like 2 years ago. LeBron was on Jason Kelsey podcast a few months ago. LeBron was on his wife's podcast several times, a black woman who has her own podcast. I'm saying LeBron, but what I'm saying is LeBron does do podcasts. Y'all are not looking for LeBron content, so y'all don't know, but LeBron is on podcasts all the time.
The last time I seen LeBron do a podcast that shook the ground to this magnitude was when he made his decision to go to Miami.
And that's because you don't follow LeBron, which is fine. But as somebody who follows LeBron,
no. But if it shake the ground, Symone, if it shake the ground, I don't gotta follow it. I'm gonna feel it.
This didn't shake the ground for me.
Oh, this shook the sports game. This shook the sports game.
Because they don't got nothing else to talk about in the NBA after that trade with the Mavs. So of course they gonna talk about this because what other NBA content is going on right now? It's only shaking the ground because there ain't no other news.
Mm-hmm. Look, we done beat this topic down to the gristle. The bottom line is everybody feel how they feel about it, and it's all good, man. Like I really wish everybody the best in the situation. I ain't got no allegiances. I really don't. I find flaws in all these niggas. So it is what it is. You know what I mean? Ain't about nothing. Ain't about nothing at all, man. They don't put they
talk about. Hey, is Jalen Hurts a Team Jordan athlete, or is he a Team LeBron athlete?
I think he a Jordan athlete.
I think my man was smoking a cigar with the GOAT, not no false prophets. He was smoking a cigar with the GOAT, the real GOAT, the one true GOAT. You see Jordan, y'all see Jordan out there.
Because LeBron's still
Jordan
playing.
Jordan out there looking like some well done ribs, eyes yellow. That's from years of winning championships and sipping this yak. There's only one GOAT.
LeBron is still playing, so he don't got time to be doing stuff with other folks.
That conversation would have went crazy.
Jordan 45. Still
Jordan out this bitch looking like a leather belt, eyes yellow, winning championships.
Now you know them yellow eyes ain't right. You know what I'm saying? The king would never have yellow eyes because the king got his diet together.
I ain't gonna lie. MJ needs some blood work done. I ain't gonna lie.
The king got his H2O together. The king got his blood work together.
MJ opened up another clinic, another health clinic. It was like a
he needs to go get in there and get them eyes checked because
let me stand up. What logo is that on that hoodie?
On 100%.
You run around. Go down a little lower. Lift it up for me.
Listen,
got him.
Let me say something. I respect. See, the thing about me, I can recognize who the king is and still respect other men in the kingdom.
Can you just lift it up? I just want to see the hoodie.
I respect Michael Jordan. See, the thing is, I can know who the king is and be so sure, but I can still respect other men inside his kingdom.
So why can't that? Why can't that go the other way around?
So why can't we see the hoodie?
No, because y'all. I love MJ. I respect.
Oh, now you love MJ. Okay.
I never said anything bad about MJ.
I never said nothing bad about LeBron.
You got on some black. You got on some black and red 12s right now.
Y'all felt the need to come on here and trash the king to uplift who y'all think is. I don't have to trash anybody to uplift the king.
That's not
I don't have to bring anybody down to up. To me, it's not LeBron versus MJ. It's the king and some other great NBA players. It's not one versus the other.
You just put okay. Nonetheless,
I'll still rock my J's. I ain't got no beef. It ain't a rivalry.
I just want to see that hoodie real quick.
It could never be though.
It say love hurts and what else?
It could never be a discussion. It could never be a debate, man. The man is just simply the greatest basketball player to ever breathe air.
Yo, I gotta ask y'all another conversation.
They said we better apologize to Symone. We apologize, Symone. Can I just see this question?
You know what I mean? I'm the one who is feeling sympathy for y'all because y'all are two lost men. You know what I'm saying? The only thing I can feel right now is sympathy and pray that one day y'all see the light.
Who Dillon think the GOAT is?
I don't know.
Whoever Symone think the GOAT is.
Dillon know who the king of this house is. It is LeBron James.
I don't know who Dillon.
It's crazy because
Can we have a guest? Can we have a special guest next week? Can we talk to Dillon?
I'm gonna call Dillon right now and ask him. The crazy thing is Dillon has his own radio show in Atlanta and they were just debating this. I saw on Twitter like people were tweeting him debating it. So I guess everybody's talking about this right now. He ain't gonna answer. Oh, here you go. Dillon, I'm live.
All right.
The question is, who is the GOAT? The GOAT.
Basketball.
I'm gonna have to say it's tough, man.
Say something.
All right, I'm gonna go with LeBron.
Yeah! That's what I'm talking about. Yes, sir. See, I told y'all he'll know what's up.
That's a good man. I
they think you saying that because of me.
That's a smart man.
That's a good man. That's a smart man.
That's a very smart man.
That's a good man.
They said I got you scared to tell the truth.
You got you one, Mom. I did the same thing.
That's a good man right there. That's a good brother.
That's a good brother right there.
I'm weak.
That's a good brother right there.
You know what I'm saying?
Y'all damn wrong. But y'all, let us know in the chat what our next debate should be next show because we need a good debate. We had a good debate today.
We ain't want to talk about. We were supposed. We ran over time. We was going to talk about Buddy with the orange peel, the banana. I've been doing it.
Oh my God! Yeah,
I've been putting banana milk on my face every day.
Yo, let's get to the super chats real quick before we go, y'all. We got Kenneth Johnson. He said Terrence Parsons is going to pull up on Brunson like LeBron did to Stephen A.
Yeah, man, we're gonna have a conversation, man. We're gonna have a conversation.
Chef Cook Skinner, he said, we're not scared about the RG3 thing. We're just optimistic because our new ownership and finally having a legit front office. Yeah, but y'all also still nervous about that RG3 situation too. Shout out to Chef Cook. So I appreciate you though.
Appreciate you, Chef Cook.
Rocky Four says, what up, y'all? All the new coaches and promotions were announced earlier from the Birds. Yeah, we knew a bunch of those. Shout out to you though, Rocky. Appreciate you.
I'm still laughing at Tone talking about I criticize all these ninjas.
Because nobody's special. Like none of these guys special to me, man. Like they're not. Listen, I respect LeBron James. I respect MJ. Like these guys ain't exempt. I like Stephen A. when I like it. I don't see. My thing is I don't mind agreeing with somebody when I agree and disagreeing when I disagree. That's it. You know what I mean? Some guys got these blind allegiances. Like some guys are Stephen A. sexuals, LeBron sexuals, like Drake sexuals, Kendrick sexuals. Like, nah, like if I agree with something, I agree with something. Like, for example, Kendrick should have never been on Playboi Carti album. Autumn versus his ass. And I'm a Kendrick guy. So
yeah, I don't like the collab.
I don't like those collabs.
I didn't hear it.
Yeah, I don't like and again, I'm a Kendrick guy, but guess what? I'm not afraid to say that.
Bro, I'm a Kendrick fan, but I didn't even listen because I knew Kendrick was going to dumb himself down.
I heard one verse. I heard one verse. He got like 2 or 3 verses on that album. I heard one, and I said, "Nah, I'm good."
I didn't even listen to it.
I'm good. So
I
yeah,
didn't listen to it.
So yeah, man, I ain't got no allegiance to these guys. My allegiance to y'all. You know what I mean? I care what y'all think. I care how y'all feel.
Big dog talking some y'all old heads hate LeBron. Y'all young boys don't do young boys don't do y'all research.
I like LeBron. I really like.
Y'all don't do y'all Googles.
Like I really do, man. One of the greatest.
It's a lot of problems with y'all young bulls. A lot of y'all young bulls think they stopped making guns when y'all got yours. Y'all young bulls need to do y'all research.
That's a bar. I ain't gonna lie.
They're still manufacturing them. Yours wasn't the last one, buddy. Do your research.
Chef says Symone on a payroll.
I'm dead.
They said Symone didn't check her bank account.
That's hilarious, man.
That shit hit on a Friday, huh?
No, but look, my mama is the exact same way as me. Like, say something bad about LeBron. Like, my mom is the exact same way I am about LeBron.
My mom love LeBron too.
So then we both on the payroll. We was just texting about LeBron last night. Man, I can't believe somebody said yes. I can't. We was just going back and forth.
I Shine 101 says defend his son exactly from what, Symone? Emotional feelings. This is the problem with men nowadays. No masculinity. Shaking my head. Go Birds.
Right.
Now, I done already said my piece, but okay. Thank you for the super chat.
Atlas Williams with the super chat says pound for pound, AI the best to hit the NBA court. I'm an AI guy.
I'm an AI fan. I am a huge AI fan.
You can't tell me nothing about AI.
But Allen Iverson will tell y'all his mouth who the GOAT is.
Anthony with the super chat says Symone's allegiances for Bron is like mine for Jalen. You can't tell me anything about our QB1. Man, he can't do no wrong in my eyes. He baby MJ.
Right.
That's how I feel about Jalen.
But see what he did there? He didn't say baby Bron. He said baby MJ.
See, we don't gotta agree. Like I said, everybody gonna come to the right side.
I'm trolling. I'm messing with you. I'm trolling. G Fish says, LB, talk that shit. Symone's 6 rings will help you see the light.
See, it's
Drew
not
with
all
the super
about
chat.
that. It's not all about it.
It says, Symone, what's the logo on your hoodie? The GOAT, MJ. Chef Cooks says Jalen Hurts.
Why the LeBron people ain't paying for super chats? Because I had a lot of people agreeing with me. They just ain't paying.
Damn, they ain't got no conviction. They ain't got no conviction. That's what it is. They ain't got no conviction.
Chef Cooks, what up?
Sean says, Symone, what is LeBron's Game 7 record in the finals? Jordan never had that problem. Just saying.
Sean, check your bank account for MJ. Sean, is MJ paying for them super chats for you?
That's funny. Chop said Dillon made a business decision.
Dillon did make a business decision.
He did not.
He a smart man.
You was like, I'm live. You was like, you was like, I'm live. He was like, okay. He already knew what time. He said, okay. He knew what time it was. He said, all right. He said, okay.
I had to let him know he was live so he wouldn't say that crazy.
Right. He knew the assignment from that point on.
No, I'm saying anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, who knows what he would have said.
He wasn't gonna say that crazy.
Listen, Dillon trying to make sure he's trying to make sure he stay close to the oils. That's all. He's trying to make sure he stay close.
Trying to make sure he's trying to make sure he come home with everything intact.
He knows what's up.
Luther Winfield says, "Good afternoon, Queen and Young Bloods. What y'all think about packaging some of these 20 picks and jumping to the top 10? Go Birds. Top 10 to be that's gonna take a lot, man.
Top 10
gonna take a lot.
That's gonna take a lot. We could probably jump to maybe between 20 and 25. You know,
yeah.
But
we're lucky to jump inside the top 20.
Right.
Yeah, lucky. Okay, we almost done, y'all. Eustace Bags. That's funny. Eustace Bags says Kobe to go. I'm sorry, LeBron needed Robin, Jordan needed Pippen. I mean, Kobe needed Shaq, needed Paul Gasol. I mean, what are we talking about? Like, but just saying, like, you can't just say whoever needed who and then not
Listen,
bring
if you the GOAT, people supposed to join the GOAT. The GOAT don't go running. The GOAT don't put on another jersey.
You know what I'm saying? Some people are generous. LB, they spread love. They spread.
I'm gonna take my talents to
they journey outside the kingdom. You know what I'm saying? To help other people
to go play to go play with somebody who already won a Finals MVP.
To elevate other cities.
Hold on,
elevate other villages.
You gotta be careful, Symone. You gotta be careful. He left his kingdom to build up another kingdom.
No, to expand. You know what I'm saying? He built up one kingdom, but instead of being selfish and keeping all the riches and his wealth inside one, let me go help others.
Where's his statue? Where's his statue? Where's his statue going to be?
Cleveland.
First of all, his silhouette is going to be on the NBA court. Okay.
Where's his
statue is going to be in every city that has an NBA team. He's going to have a LeBron statue.
D Wade statue is in Miami.
Ugly as hell.
Kobe statue is in LA. Where's LeBron's statue?
He's going to have a statue in every city because he's elevated every city since being in the league.
It's going to be Cleveland because
it's definitely Cleveland. He brought them their first title, and it was epic.
And he's going to get one in South.
He came back though when they already had a Kyrie in place. But it's a conversation for another day.
Daryl says, "LB, we done with the '90s, huh?" Eustace Bag says Kobe got 3 without Diesel. He also had Paul Gasol, but I feel you though. Philly Fly 1906 at Symone need a hug and a Capri Sun. He probably played with you, yo.
That's you, Tone. That's you, Tone. You done got her all turned today.
Turned?
It's like no shit. Look at her.
I'm really chilling, laid back, relax. I'll let y'all do y'all.
No, Symone.
This was y'all show.
Symone, you was in rare form.
You is the one who was our show, LB. You provided a lot of spice and a lot of fuel to a lot of fire today.
Honestly, for LB, LB, I don't appreciate you triggering her.
God.
No, hold on. Now I thought about it now.
I
don't appreciate you triggering her with the MJ LeBron talk because it tainted my conversation about LeBron and Stephen A. It tainted it.
See,
but my thing is that's the first question though with this. Let's determine who's the GOAT because Buddy running around here, he getting mad when people tell the truth about it.
That wasn't necessary, LB. You brought up an unnecessary storyline to the show today, and you let it off the rails.
You know what? And I could have went further because I think LeBron and Steph's legacies are the same.
And here he goes.
I don't think one of them legacies outweigh the other if we be in the 100. But I ain't got
what he's doing, y'all.
Let's leave it there. Let's leave it there.
The show is supposed to be done, and he's starting bullshit.
It's done.
Say, leave it there.
It's done.
We got 4 more super chats left. The Dank Bird Gang says, "I don't really care for the debate. I prefer the GOAT GOTE over GOAT GOAT. Greatest of their era."
Nah, bro. Greatest of all time.
He said, "Nah, bro."
Moni,
what's going on, Moni? She says, "I got you, Symone. Dudes always downplay another player to uplift another."
Who does that?
That's not true.
Who's Moni? That's your sister?
No, but we got the same nickname.
I ain't rolling with that, Moni. I ain't rolling with that.
Why we got
Alex says Bron won a ring and every team he went to. MJ won a ring in DC.
The big Bron Bucks is coming up in the super chat.
MJ won a ring in DC. You know what MJ did? Came back to play for the team he owned.
By the way, keep on.
He used to say Paul was F. What? Oh my God! See, now you showing your age. Paul was F. Yo, what's wrong with y'all?
No, Paul. Listen, I get what he's saying.
What he mean?
We not sitting here. We not. A lot of people like, oh, Kobe had Paul. like Paul was like KG or something like that. Paul was effective in that triangle offense, but Paul wasn't like, I see what he's saying.
No, I can't. No, we can't talk about Paul like he chopped liver though.
He ain't
Let
chopped
me
liver.
say this.
He said, like what?
Y'all brushed by my super chat. Let's
Which one?
say that. 2, what is this narrative that Symone turned up today?
Who
You
said
did.
that?
Tone and somebody, Chef Skinner. What I do? I sat here and defended the king. Somebody got to do it. Somebody got to do it. Somebody got to do it.
I ain't gonna lie, Symone. Like you put a lot of pressure on me today, and I didn't appreciate it, frankly.
Pressure.
No, it was cool though. I think you did a phenomenal job defending your GOAT. Did a phenomenal job.
I hear the jabs, and I keep it pushing because I peep that.
That's all love, man. Like I got love for LeBron. I got love for MJ, man. John Wilson said, "Yo, I love this show. I love the way you are very respectful to one another, but have your own opinions. Go Birds." Now, Symone don't respect
Go
us.
Birds.
That's a lie. It's like Houston says, "Think so, B."
Appreciate you.
Darrell says, "No glaze, but Symone stood her ground and she's intelligent." Well, she's intelligent for sure, but I wouldn't say she stood her ground.
No glaze.
But
That's
you not starting nothing, LB.
That's what you gonna start. That's what you go. When you start with no glaze, it's extra glaze.
No, it's not.
It's extra
No,
glaze.
it's not.
But I see what you're saying.
Listen.
Thank
She did.
you,
She did stand her ground for sure.
Because I had
shaky ground, but she stood it.
I had 2 big
Yeah.
voices. I'll leave it there. 2 big voices trying.
I'm gonna watch this back because I was quiet.
You did get quiet for us. You got quiet for a second.
Something wild and then be quiet. Yeah.
Alex said Curry ran to the Hamptons to beg KD to join him while Draymond was crying after the 3-1 collapse. Alex says Paul disrespect is crazy. He's Hall of Famer. Yeah, bro. I feel like
Paul is a Hall of Famer.
I feel like the Paul disrespect is crazy, man.
Paul was never a first team All NBA guy.
That's okay. He was still
Paul was a role player. Paul is like a Draymond Green.
What? Nah.
See
Come
what
on,
I'm
bro.
saying?
No. We can't do that. We can't sit here and call Paul Gasol Draymond Green. What?
Draymond Green is a role player. He just plays his role so well it fits.
Bro.
Draymond Green not a role player?
Listen, real quick though. I'm not talking about Draymond. I'm talking about comparing Paul Gasol to Draymond. That's my problem, right? Real quick though. Paul Gasol in LA, he averaged 17.7 points per game, almost 10 rebounds a game. He was a 17 and 10 guy. That's not a role player.
That's a solid.
But almost 18 points. Almost 18 points.
That's a second option. That's a second or third option.
That's what he was at Kobe. He was a second option. That's what he was. Okay. He not Draymond, bro. What?
It was listen. If Paul averaged 17 through them years, it was somebody else that averaged like 15. That was right on his hips.
Matter of fact, you know who Paul was? If anything, he was the Chris Bosh to that situation.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Chris Bosh was the man on his team before he played with D Wade in him. Chris Bosh was the man in Toronto. Chris Bosh was the 3rd overall pick.
Paul Gasol was the man in Memphis.
Paul Gasol wasn't like Chris Bosh was. It's different levels of play.
I'm not saying that, but what I'm saying, I'm talking as far as their roles. As far as their roles,
I got to look at a young Paul before he came to LA. I got to relook at it. Paul
Gasol was Rookie of the Year, and remember, he was a power forward. He was a pure power forward in the center, so he not dropping like he wasn't like a 3-point shooter. Like Chris Bosh was different. He could shoot threes. He could score on all 3 levels. Paul Gasol was like a more traditional power forward.
I got respect for Paul. I do.
I can't tell.
Man, I'm weak at how this conversation is. This conversation.
Right. I mean, hey.
It got everything.
I'm at to talk to y'all offline.
Y'all need to tighten up. Got everybody twisted.
Y'all need to tighten up.
Everybody beefing now. Everybody beefing. But that was funny when he said, I got respect for Paul. I can't tell.
Like, in Memphis, Paul, bro, 17.6 a game, 19, 17.7, 17.8, 20.4, 20.8, 18.9, 18.9. Yo, Paul Gasol was him, bro.
He never averaged a dub.
Yes, he did. He averaged
Oh, I thought you talking about his Memphis numbers.
Okay, in Memphis, he averaged the dub in 2005, averaged the dub in 2006. Make sure I got this right here. Yeah, he averaged the dub for 2 years in a row, and then
Bro,
he was
bro. So many people could have been in that position if they played with Kobe and ran a triangle offense. You could have replaced from that era. You could have replaced Zach Randolph, Zebo. You could have replaced Zach Randolph with Paul. You would have got the same. You got the same outcome.
Now Zebo got a special place in my heart, so I don't want to even like do that because Zebo.
It's no disrespect. You could have replaced Zach Randolph with him. You could have replaced probably Rashard Lewis. You could have replaced a lot of people and put him in that position. I get it.
Had the stats ready.
No, it's not just about the stats. It's not just about that.
I'm just saying in general, you be having them stats ready. Them notes.
Now, me personally, I'm a Zach Randolph guy more than a Paul Gasol guy.
You should be.
Zach Randolph got busy. I was watching some old Zach Randolph highlights recently, and I'm like, yo, he killing these niggas with 3 moves.
He was one of the best post players of that era.
That I've ever seen. Zebo was the man, bro. But I think Paul Gasol, like my man Theon said, no, not Theon. Where is it? Sweet Chin Music. Like Paul could pass too. But look, regardless though, because we going up the road again, y'all. But last super chat. Houston says Mark was better. Mark Gasol was that ball.
Mark Gasol won a chip too, though, didn't he?
Yeah, he won it with the Lakers.
Yeah.
He won it with the Lakers, if I'm not mistaken. Let me
Mark Gasol was bigger.
He won it in 2019 with the who was that? No, I'm sorry. He won it in Toronto. I'm sorry. He won it in Toronto. I'll take that back. It was Toronto.
Oh, with Kawhi Leonard and them?
Yeah, yep. With Kawhi Leonard and them. But
thank you, Devontae. Devontae said Tone Wi-Fi fast as hell. As soon as you say somebody's name, he got the stats.
And by the way, Mark was talented, but his career, he's not as decorated as his brother.
He was a better defender. Paul Gasol had
way better offense. Way better offense. Paul. Mark never averaged 20 in his career.
Paul was one of those stretch fours. He like started that era. It was like Paul, Dirk had more range.
Chris Bosh, like they was like
the
KGs, the Dirk Nowinskis, all of them. Yeah,
Jordan would have dunked on all them niggas. Stretch forward.
At least we can all agree on. At least we can all agree on the birds.
Yeah, for sure, man.
It looked like that's the only thing. It looked like that's the only thing we agree on.
That's the only thing we'll ever agree on. As the summer takes shape and we have different topics that we're talking about, it's going to be different opinions because we 3 different people.
Exactly.
No, I'm talking about that's just funny though.
Exactly.
No, because somebody was like, we ain't never get this passionate about the Eagles because we all agree on the Eagles topic.
I mean,
like,
we got to be mad about. We ain't losers.
Yeah, and we don't got nothing to be mad about because we be on this. We all 90% of the time agree on the same thing.
Exactly. Like when you losing, that's when you disagree on how things should go.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But when you winning, I mean, shit. Like it's
enough food. It's enough food on our Eagles plate.
You know what I mean? Ain't no stress over here. We winners.
You know what I'm saying?
We champions. You feel me? Straight like that.
An hour and 48 minutes.
Yeah, I ain't
lips about to start turning white.
Yo, for real.
I was turning white, bro.
Word. Because y'all was in here hollering at each other.
Now, LB, stop. Because I'll say one thing. We were never arguing with each other.
Y'all wasn't arguing. No.
We were arguing, but we wasn't getting loud. It's 2 different things. So, we were arguing, but we wasn't getting loud. We let each other give their piece.
Yeah. That's the last. Yeah, the one thing I want though is I want to make sure that because like sometimes when I get too passionate, I don't want to overtalk nobody. So like I want to make sure I hear everybody's opinion clearly. Like, but one thing I will say though, LB, when you get off this, John, go look up some Paul Gasol highlights, bro.
I'm not looking at no Paul Gasol highlights. I'm a basketball savant. I know exactly what's going on. Paul like that, but we ain't gonna act like Paul was averaging 25.
I ain't acting like that. You called him Draymond Green, my G.
He's a role player, bro.
Bro, Draymond never even averaged 15.
Y'all starting this back up. Y'all, let us know in the chat. Let us know in the chat what we need to debate next week. Let us know what next week debate is.
Bro.
We need to bring on a guest.
Because we can bring on a guest for the Eagles, but not this topic because we could barely get it out with us 3.
What topic? Not this topic.
Oh, yeah. We need to bring on a guest for the birds.
Yeah, for sure.
Who?
For sure.
But
man.
we need to bring on a guest closer to or like after the draft, because right now, if we bring on a guest, what are we going to talk about?
No, I feel you on that.
Yeah,
I feel you on
that's
that.
a fact. That's a fact.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But for the record, Draymond career high in points is 14
Oh
points.
my gosh!
Career high 14 points. Just saying.
Right.
Just
He
saying.
played with Steph. He played with Clay. Probably Iguodala, Wiggins. Who knows who was on that roster that year?
I ain't going.
KD.
I like Draymond, but
KD ship jumping ass. You know what I mean? Who knows who was on that roster taking up all the targets?
Yo, I'm rolling, man. Y'all, it's been a hell of a show, man. Make sure y'all smash that like button. Make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel, man. Like this shit has been hilarious. One of the best shows, one of the most fun shows we've had. Any final words from y'all before we get out of here?
No, because final words might start something.
Hey, Team Jordan. Jalen and Jordan forever.
See?
Yeah, Jalen and Jordan. Team J Hurts, baby. Love Hurts.
Hey, show us the hoodie, Symone. That's our final word. Show us the hoodie. Listen, we respect your LeBron fandom. Show us the hoodie though.
Oh, there we go.
We saw it. We saw a little
We
bit.
saw it. Y'all smash that like button.
Make sure y'all tap into the game tomorrow night. Lakers versus Grizzlies. LeBron James will bless the court. Make sure you tap in.
Probably gonna sit out. Time management. That's one thing he did implement into the game. Niggas barely playing. That's one rule we did put in.
You know, when you play until
LeBron out here making 80 million talking about some 82 games is too much.
Yeah, when you're 50, you know what I'm saying? Because LeBron James is still elite in his 40s, unlike some other people. So yeah, he has to take care of his body. He has to take care of his eyes. Make sure he can see clearly while he's on the court.
LeBron James.
So hit the music.
LeBron. Yo, peace out, y'all. Y'all was tuned into the Linc Up with Symone Stanley, Laura Brunson, yours truly, Tone DeShields II. Smash that like button. Make sure you guys are subscribed. We appreciate y'all. We love y'all. And we out of here.